it's just Acro. No, Acro ain't the only nigga here that's like that makes this shit the way it is, bro. Like that, whatever that means. Hey, okay, that's good. I gotta post this shit. Why don't pop up as like the name no more? Like usually before it used to pop up like the name. Oh, now it's not popping up right here. Nah, before it used to pop up like the name on my shit, and now it don't pop up no more. Hmm? Hmm? Hey, we don't feed into that, right? We don't feed into that. You don't feed into that. All right, let me go post my link. I'm bullshit. Mm, 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 Nigga, shut up, bro. Don't tell me I'm being stubborn because I don't want to play with a nigga again, bro. If I tell you niggas that I don't want to play with XG again, bro, I don't want to play with XG again, bro. Like, what do people not understand about like however what how do you say that shit? Animosity or animosity? Animosity. Animosity. There's animosity there that nobody fucking sees but me. And I ain't really believe that shit because Shaq used to talk about that shit a lot. He used to be like, oh well, there's just animosity that comes from 3-on-3 players, and I don't even do anything to people. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't never really got that shit until I really started playing with XG. And that shit is just toxic as fuck. Like that shit, some shit that's not healthy for anything, bro. Like at the same time, I know how to handle shit, but then it gets to a fucking point sometimes, bro. Like there's real animosity. I cannot fuck with that shit, bro. Like that, I've been telling niggas, bro. Like I would never play another tournament with this nigga, never again, bro. Ain't nothing personal though, bro. Ain't nothing personal. But we ain't even we ain't even here to talk about this shit though. Like this shit, that's not what we here to talk about. Oh here, hold on. Yo, 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 yo. Hello? Yo, yo, yo. I'm on stream. What's good?
You're on stream?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Oh, well, this is kind of off stream question, but it's alright. How you
I
doing?
can mute the Discord shit real quick and then you say what you gotta say.
Yeah, mute it real quick. It's
All right, y'all. We back. We back. All right. Yo, what's going on, Foxy? I see. So you said spicy title name. Yes, bro. I slick want to wait a little bit until somebody else joins, but I don't think anybody finna join. I don't think anybody from this VC finna join. You said, how's it feel being an A-list villain? Or how does it feel to lose to an A-list villain, bro? I'm not really tripping over the loss against Foxy. Like sometimes that shit is what it is, bro. Like you can't say everybody. There were times when I told T Gray, like I literally said, don't shoot the ball, and like the first thing he'll do is shoot the ball and get blocked. Like you know, the chemistry wasn't there. Like I'm not used to people shooting shit like that and doing shit like that. Ain't no disrespect to T Gray. Probably like never in a comp scene again, but it ain't nothing personal. Like it's just it is what it is. Bro. Like in all my years, I'm not gonna say in all my years. I ain't been playing for that long, but nigga, and all the time since Foxy has came back, I've never lost to Foxy like that, like 4 times in a row.
Big shot right here.
Bro, stay removing me, bro. You don't never be wanting to play with
Which
me.
way is it
Bro.
gonna
I,
go?
I I just like fuck.
Which way is it gonna go?
Like
Big
I'm gonna be
shot
real,
right
bro.
here.
If your name don't got weight on your like, if you don't have weight on your name, I'm only gonna keep you around if I'm gonna play with you. If I'm not gonna play with you and you don't have no weight to your name, nigga, on God, you getting unadded, bro. I don't play with Foxy, but I keep him at it because he got weight to his name. I don't play with Oni like that. Like I used to a little bit, but I don't play with him like that. But I keep him around because he got weight to his name. Juju, he don't even touch his account. So a nigga saying I'm a random, hey bro, that's not what I said, but if that's how you interpret it. Okay. If you want me to be honest, I think Lush is a random. And I say that because he gives like if I don't know if you've ever watched one of his videos, but this nigga will give the worst advice out, and then the devs actually listen to that shit, and it just makes the game worse. Like I don't know. I feel like because and then this is another thing too. He told me to stop doing YouTube how I was doing YouTube. I'm doing YouTube just for the fun of it. Like I'm just doing it for the memories. I'm like to look back on eventually, right? You know what I mean? I don't do it to try and make the game better, but if I did try and make the game better the way how you doing it, like it would be like a 40-minute yap sesh. And then the yap sesh don't even like contribute to how the game gonna get better. The game not gonna get better the way how he yapping. The shit that he talking about, like I don't know, bro. It's not helping. Some of it is obvious, obviously, like everybody in the community is talking about it. Like let's say for example, Floater or some shit. But nigga, some of the others are like, let me go to a video. Like that's like the best way I can really show y'all niggas like what I'm talking about. Um Here, I'm gonna drag all of this shit. Damn. Why don't I have this on the other tab? Okay, hold on. Give me a second, y'all. That's a good ass question. All right, this is gonna be the streamer tab from now on. I don't care. You just gonna have all this tabs over here. Can I keep tabs open with Brave? Because I might just switch to Brave. This shit is killing my PC. Fucking Opera. Cap. Actually think about the community. I do, but like, all right, in a sense, and then, it's funny that like the title of this stream is called "The Truth About FS Underground," but like you remind me of like Acro. Like Acro will sit here and be like, "Oh well, I'm a competitive player. I know what it's like to play in a competitive scene, and I'm up there." And say, "Nigga, you not up there, bro. Niggas will have one good game out of the year and consider themselves to be an A, at least an A tier. Like you not like that, man. Like I remember I tried to get you right and teach you. I was giving you settings and shit, and you just let me down. I was like, Lush, you might just be unsavable. And then, even then, like with the choices, like the choices that you make on this game says everything. It's even when it come down to little shit like skills and abilities and P buffs. Your like choice of what you did in this game, even as gameplay wise, like I would never want to take advice from you. You get what I'm saying? Here, let me turn my mic up. I would never want to like take advice from you though, like just no. And that's the same thing that Acro is like. Acro will sit here and try and give you advice like you're not better than him. Shitty commentator, by the way. But all right, I'm about to have this shit pulled up for you, Lush. You would never say that. I mean, that's not what I've seen already, but it's all right. So like, let's see. All right, look, I want to here. Let me switch tabs. Not bad, but right. I'll give it to you, right? I meant the Acro comment. I mean, that's what I'm saying, though. But look, I fuck with the like the thumbnails. I fuck with the. I don't know how you make these, but they cool. Some of them I don't know about the ones on the bottom, but these up here is kind of it's pretty nice. I'll give it to you. But when it come down to it, bro, like what you be talking about in these videos be bullshit. Like, all right, we finna go to the most recent one. The most recent one is the new patch is completely unbalanced. What was the new patch anyway? I've been out of the loop. We gonna figure we gonna like matter of fact, look, hold on, let me turn the desktop volume up, but we gonna figure out what this is through Lush's video because I don't even know what the new patch is. All I seen was floater and floater is still the same exact thing. So I don't know.
Hey, because I'm not gonna be lying to you. I just got back from work.
Hey, hold on. Give me 1 second. Hold on. All right.
I am sick. I had to basically go to the hospital yesterday, which was like very, very bad because my asthma kicked in so fucking hard. Talk about the 12th Dev Notes, which literally start in 2026. So we're gonna see what they have done. I seen this posted on Reddit, and in like within like the first 3 to 3.5 hours of that post, there was no response, right? So it's either it's very bad or nobody just really cares or nobody's really active at the moment to really, you know, see what's going on. But before I actually get into that, just know, yeah, your boy is building a PC. Yes, sir. It's about that time. I got $2,953 left. Because I bought the power supply, I bought the case, and then I bought the motherboard, which all were at reasonable prices, by the way. Love some Newegg. Love some Newegg. Love some Newegg. But anywho, let's get into this dev note. Let's see what they has to offer.
All right.
I seen Foxy. He posted on YouTube, not a video, but he did a community post, and he thinks this is one of the best or better updates that they have done in a long time, even though this man was gone for like 10 years. So we'll see what happens. So, balance patch. In this balance patch, the adjustment is intended to enhance the choice value of both offense and defense to mitigate the monotonous play style. In offense, we strengthen the space and linked play, which can lead to an actual scoring chance. Okay. In defense, we encourage more active defense and a broader understanding of psychological strategy.
Wow.
Okay.
So that's why everybody's been slow. So normal moving
So they're
speed
starting off
stat
with normal moving speed stat adjustment.
decreased
Normal
by.
moving speed stat effect is decreased by 10%. What?
That is kind of bad. I'll give it to you. That is kind of bad.
Yo,
The basic pass speed is increased by 5%. They did this again. Pass speed affected by pass stat is increased by 25%. Some niggas have some crazy pass stats, so you better see some crazy passes. And pass distance is affected by the pass stat increased by 20%. So you get more distance, more speed, and basic pass speed genuinely is just increased. But past that actually matters a little bit. Okay, I see some on the bottom. We're gonna skip all the F.
facts. Yeah, but moving speed to this, yeah. So that means all characters that don't.
So it says bad pass distance adjustment. Distance triggering bad pass is adjusted. Now, close distance, bad pass will not be triggered even if you're influenced by the opponent's defense. Okay, that's that's all right. That's pretty decent. I'll give it because in a way, I was getting some shitty passes from really close, but sometimes I would be covered. I would be really covered if I'm giving a bad pass.
Like, depending.
Hey, what website is this, by the way? Is this Brave or is this Microsoft Copilot or Microsoft? Just Microsoft Edge. Yeah.
It could depend on the pass stat, obviously, but I would assume if a character doesn't have like a over 100 pass stat, then you're fucked. That's probably how that's going to be viewed as, right? But we'll see what happens. Skill stamina consumption change.
Okay. Fingertip block is at 20 or 35. That's not gonna make a difference. Dash steal went up again. 50 is kind of crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Oh no, that's dash steal. I meant to say dash intercept went up. Whoa. I meant to say Whoa. Wait, hold on. What happened?
So that means all characters that don't
Nigga,
like, depending.
dash intercept went up to 50 from 25. You're gonna be able to use that shit like 2 times and you fuck. Shoulder charge is 25, inside tackle is 30, blind defense is 25. Yeah, that's not gonna affect too much. Blind defense. And face guard is 25. Nobody really used that shit, but I think dash intercept is gonna hurt.
It could depend on the pass stat, obviously, but right. But we'll see what happens. Fingertip block, dash steal, dash intercept, shoulder charge, inside tackle, blind D, face guard. Wait, why? That doesn't. Why? Why? Wait, what? Why is shoulder charge in here? Why is inside tackle on here? What the fuck? Yo, which one of you players is complaining about this shit? What?
I didn't even see
Unless
that.
this is Joy City's fuck up, then my fault. Then it's not y'all. But that's not possible. Because you want to know why? Because people legitimately complained about Chloe and Ayla's Sham God in 2020 fucking 6. So how the fuck does shoulder charge and inside tackle make it on the list? Nigga, deacon his ass. What is we doing? Please, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we
Nah,
doing? What
all
are we
right.
doing?
I like shoulder charge, but inside tackle don't need that much of a nerf. Like they like the consumption ain't gonna be too crazy, but at the same time, it ain't like it needed that nerf. Like it ain't gonna affect it like that, I feel like. But shoulder charge and like it's still a move. Nobody uses Deacon, so you don't really see it, but shoulder charge is still good.
Wait, dog, please. Please. Now it just seems like it's a 50-50 ball at this moment. It's either players or Joy City. It's between one of you two motherfuckers. It's between one of you two bitches. It's between one of you two niggas. It's between one of the
God,
devils.
you wild.
I swear. This should not be possible. It should not be possible. What direction are we heading into where they have to do stamina consumption for 2 skills that's only on one fucking character that's not even good anymore? How? Oh my god, bro.
All right. See, Lush, this is what I'm talking about right here. Like you just went on like a minute rant about how Deacon doesn't need this nerf or whatever, and nobody uses Deacon. That's the point. Nobody uses Deacon. Like this nerf isn't gonna affect anybody because nobody uses this character. Like this little 1 minute rant wasn't needed, is what I'm trying to say. Like this wasn't needed to be here. And I agree a little bit though. Like some of the shit like face guard, shoulder charge, and an inside tackle, like it didn't really need that stamina consumption nerf. But I think dash intercept is like the main top, like the main focus. Like it's at the top. I feel like that's what you should be like focusing on as you're talking about these patches, because that's the most important. That's what everybody's gonna pay attention to. You feel me? Nobody cares about shoulder charge and inside tackle and face guard. They care about blind defense, dash intercept, dash steal on fingertip.
Oh my god, they done this dumb shit. It's dumb. Oh my.
Like how I would say about like dash intercept is probably the most affected by this stamina nerf right here, because it's like what used to be 25 is now 50. I probably like here. Let me go 3-on-3 right now and try and use this.
Hey yo, game ain't over till it's over. Y'all need to make it happen right now. Jam with authority.
Like you could use that shit 3 times in a possession. That shit used to be so much better than that, bro. Like look, I can't even use it right here. Look how long it's gonna take. Yo, that's a lot of stamina. I ain't gonna lie, that's a lot of fucking stamina, bro. Like I would definitely talk about that. If anything, I would show people like the difference between what it is now and what it was before. Like this, because this is so crazy. Like my character's still out of stamina. I just got back. Look at that. That's a big chunk of fucking stamina, bro. How much stamina does she have? She has 191. I can only use that shit 3 times. And then let me go against a Howl or some shit who takes away my stamina. This shit's over with. All right.
God, fingertip block from 20 stamina to 35. Okay.
Which I don't think that's crazy. Like here, I'll go to fingertip right now.
Now or never, baby.
Let's go to Jack.
Which way is it gonna go?
He's the nigga using.
Coming up on the buzzer.
Pay attention to this game, bro.
Uh-oh.
That nerf ain't gonna get Jack. So stamina ability without thought process should be punished. Honestly, I do, but like it's like I would have went like for like. Do you see how many uses of that you get before you lose a lot of stamina? Like stamina is still important.
Oh, it's a big shot right
I
here.
feel like one thing, and I was gonna actually make a video on this because some people use dash intercept. Not some people, most people use dash intercept so incorrectly. I can't show you through Jefferson, but like you're not playing in the passing lane when you're playing dash intercept. You're playing to dash into the intercept, if that makes sense. Like I don't really know how to explain it too much, but how people play it, they play like it's a regular intercept, and you can like it's possible for you to get like a deny intercept, but you had to be holding that shit up while being face guarded in their lane. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way you could get a regular intercept off of that shit. But the whole use of dash intercept is so when you like when the intercept like when he passes the ball, you're dashing into that intercept and getting the steal. Not just trying to get a regular intercept like regular intercepts or deny intercepts and shit. Like that's people miss like I'm gonna show the difference between that when I make this video, but
I mean, this is not like the biggest deal. Dash steal
niggas
40
don't
to
know.
50. Yeah, that's fucked up. Dash intercept 25 to 50. Okay.
And I think honestly, I think the
Short
dash
charge.
steal, I think the dash steal one is fair because yeah, niggas be spamming the fuck out of that. I feel like that shit needs a cooldown for real. But I'll take the stamina. What you gonna do? The stamina consumption. You said there was no consequences for spamming dash intercept prior, and I guess you're right. I think you're right when you say that like dash intercept. I feel like if anything, dash intercept needed a cooldown nerf instead of a stamina nerf, but the stamina nerf worked just as well because now you can't just use it recklessly. I don't know, and but in the most part though, Lush, like I feel like you talk about shit that doesn't need to be talked about in these type of videos. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I people watch your videos, so it's like I see you talking about you getting a new PC, like that's your video, but like if it has to do with the video. For example, your video right here is the new patch, and you sitting here going on a rant about shoulder charge and side tackle instead of what's really important that everybody actually cares about. Like nobody's gonna sit here and try and watch that shit for real, for real. Like you, like yeah, you got viewers. I'll give it. You got viewers. Your people that watch you, but like competitive people, bro. I'll be real with you, bro. Like people who playing on that level now watch you, bro.
15 to 25. It's like tackle to 20 to 30. That like
I want to see what you're gonna say about this floater nerf, and then I'm gonna leave it alone and check out that shit for myself because I ain't even check it out myself.
decrease more than before. Massive strike. When the defender is attempting to block, the shot success rate is decreased.
And yeah, that's what I was saying. Like I feel like I don't think nobody's gonna sit here and watch that whole video, 24-minute rant. You know what I'm saying? It's just like watching Foxy. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm just playing.
More than before. Are they talking about Jimmy? They're talking about Jimmy. Yeah, that's Jimmy, right? Is that what Jimmy's sorry, let's open up a new tab. Is that what they're talking about Jimmy, right? I feel like that they have to be talking about Jimmy.
Yeah.
Let's
See,
just see what
see,
happens.
like this would piss me off right here. Like this nigga, the only nigga in the game with massive strike. You've been around for a minute for you to know like that's Jimmy. Like how the fuck is you sitting here looking for the character on that shit? Like that shit is pissing me off.
Oh, can I just yeah, there we go. I can't be mad about that. But again,
And
like
then it's like and then it's well you looked at these like the patch notes and shit, right? But you never really actually went in the game and tested it out. Like I would have at least showed if it was a patch note, I would have at least showed like the difference like in what happens. Like see, like I've been using Jimmy the same way I was using it before the patch, and I swear I still don't break. Like I still don't break. No matter who's in front of me, I'm still not gonna break. The same exact thing with floater. Like I feel like the only thing that happened to floater was like the distance.
It's
'Cause I can't float from that far like right here. Like see like right here I can't float.
keeping it moving.
Gotta get it a little closer, man. The corner it doesn't
It's
matter. Like,
up.
the corner I could float forever. Like you know.
It's up.
But yeah,
hey,
like 3 point 3 point shot distance logic effect. There's a lot to look at here. I'm gonna look at this shit myself. Fuck it. Yeah, schedules is looking real tight for this tournament. Like this tournament was not supposed to happen on fucking 13th, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all actually might not see me play this tournament though, but all right, let's check the dev note. Hey, Lush, good luck then, bro. That's all I can tell you. All right. So patch note, Can I click on this? Hello? Okay. So we was right here. Hold on. Thank you. I gotta wrap this up. I got 30 minutes left. So floater, master strike, and floater fake. I haven't even tested floater fake, but floater and master strike, they don't miss. Like they barely miss. Like if the person's carded, they're still not gonna miss that shit. So good luck. Teammate screen range adjustment, shot impediment. The effect range when attempting a shot near a teammate's screen is increased. I've been playing after this patch for a little bit, and it's just like the screen patch before when they said, "Oh well, you're not gonna be able to shoot behind screens," and then everybody was still shooting behind screens. Whatever that means. You know what I'm saying though? Like that shit. Some of these nerfs that they be applying, they don't realize like it's not really working. That shit, I was still shooting behind screens over people. I don't think this shit right here, or this one right here, is actually gonna do anything to somebody. Like it's like it's there. Don't get me wrong, it's there. Like you can see they worked on it, but it ain't really affecting the meta of this game. Like everybody's still going to be CCing from afterward. I mean, CCing behind screens and shit. You know what I'm saying? All right. Shot success rate decrease effect. Now you can lower the opponent's shot success rate more when you attempt to block while the opponents attempt the shot. So I want to see if I got to test it out, which I will later when after I get my hair done, right? But basically, I'm assuming this is to stop the people from triple CCing, because that shit was getting a problem. Nah, bro, I'm getting a retwist, bro. Screen stamina consumption change. Now screen or screen related skills consume more stamina if you use the screen more than one time within a short period. Screen one time, no extra consumption. Screen two times or more, then there's extra stamina. All right, I think that's a bad nerf. Because it's already hard to fucking screen. You're taking away stamina. By the time, if you get to overtime, you're not even going to be able to screen in that first overtime. Like, usually everybody can't screen after the second one. You're not even going to be able to do it after the first one. Or starting the first one if screening, because screening is so important. Like, nobody's ever giving people space unless you're Foxy and you need, like, space to play fucking Yuna and Kagurari. But you know what I'm saying? Nobody needs space. Everybody's using screens. So this is like a bad nerf. 3-point shot distance logic adjustment, right? When you attempt a shot outside the 3-point line, the shot success rate will be decreased by 66%. Damn. Oh no, that was previous. If you have a 3-point stat, or if you have a 3-point shot distance stat, the shot success rate decrease effect is not applied within the stat distance. Interesting. We're going to test that out too. When you attempt a shot outside, oh no, that was previous. Okay. So when you attempt a shot outside the 3-point stat line, the shot success rate will be decreased by 66%. If you have 3-point shot distance stat, the shot success rate decrease effect is less effective based on the distance from the 3-point line within the stat line. So we're buffing this shit. The shot success rate decrease effect is affected by 3-point shot stat. For example, if your 3-point shot stat is 2M, based on your 3-point shot stat, only 0.4% of the shot success rate decreased effect will be applied. Skill stat application issue, floater, high floater, Euro step dunk not working properly. Floater was definitely working properly, just so you know. I don't know what they talking about. Euro step dunk definitely was not working properly, and I don't know about high floater. Max distance is not changed. Dive and catch related stat is not properly applied. Issue fixed. Dive and catch activation distance stat is not properly applied. Okay, and that's just the whole dev note. From what I could get from this, the most important things that people should really focus on is don't use dash intercept recklessly. That shit is gonna kill your stamina if you keep using it. Which is that should make me not even want to play Janessa. Like her ass can fingertip after the fingertip nerf. Her ass can dash intercept. Like she can only shadow steal. You might as well start using Pedro. Because this nigga's jump shot or Janessa's jump shot is horrible. Base jump shot. She can still score a little bit. That might be all she got to her. Like I might just start playing Pedro again at this point. The FS Underground Truth. Okay, yeah. We could get on that now. Here, I'm gonna switch to my game tab. So you said FS Underground. The truth about that shit, bro. I'll be real. And this is something I feel like Foxy said too. It's just a whole bunch of niggas dick riding each other. You could choose what you want to believe, but the reality of it is, bro, they gonna make the other people of the community believe what they want them to believe. If that makes sense. Like, I'll give you an example right now. Okay. So the recent wager that we had with let me turn this up real quick. The recent wager that we had with against Manny and Mist, I wasn't supposed to pay anybody at all. Like I was never supposed to receive money. I was never supposed to give money. Like it was never none of that. And to make sure that shit, even Caspian was like, hey, can you make sure that Mist is paying and shit, right? I don't know how the fuck Caspian ended up getting to paying them. Because that was not what we agreed on at all. It was supposed to just be Mist and Manny paying up 300 to each.
Which way is it gonna go?
But whole time, right? They're expecting me to pay up if I lose. I'm like, nobody told me this shit. So I like, I tell Manny, I was like, yo, was I supposed to pay up or some shit? Because I would never agree to this shit. I was never told about this shit. And he was like, nah, bro, you good, right? So I'm thinking that's gonna clear up everything and these niggas gonna get out my DM. But it's like there's more niggas in my DM. I go to this fuck ass server, right? FS Underground. And then I see that they calling me a scammer again. And I'm scamming these motherfuckers off of 100 for a wager. And I was like, I let it go because it's like that's not what it was. But that's the image that people see now from me. Like, oh, I'm back to being a scammer. And that's just not what it is. Bro. I could ask this nigga right now. I could call this nigga's phone right now and be like, yo, do you want your money? He's gonna sit here and tell you no. And I fuck with Manny. I don't got no problem with Manny or any of the niggas that I went against. But you see how like in FS Underground, they're gonna make you believe some shit. I could guarantee you. Oh, this shit is coming out right now. Damn, I'm finna miss that shit. But you see, like if anybody didn't watch the wager or didn't know any type of context or anything like that, the first thing these niggas would have believed is, well, Loyalty scammed these niggas out of 100 and didn't pay when Caspian and Mist paid their 100. I was like, like I said, I don't know how the fuck Caspian ended up even paying money because he kept asking me like, yo, is Mist gonna pay the money or are we gonna have to pay? And I was like, it should just be Mist wager versus Manny. I'll text him. I texted that nigga. I think I still have that screenshot. If I don't know, but I texted this nigga. I was like, are you paying all of that shit? He was like, yeah. Look, all right, look at this shit. Here, I'm gonna share my screen. This shit right here says, who's on our team? Because this was the wager. This was before the wager though. I was like, who's on our team? Caspian or Shax? He said Caspian, right? I said, how much you putting up? He said everything. Cause this was hold on. Excuse me, bro. But this was when me and Caspian are in the VC talking about, all right, are we paying money or is Mist paying all the money? And I was like, Mist told me he's paying everything. But if you want to, I'll ask him again just to make sure. And this is when I asked his ass, like, how much you putting up? He said everything. like he said meant like mine not putting up for you and Caspian. I'm like, and then this is what I'm talking about, right? Hold on. Missed wanted this wager, right? And here, let me put my screen back. Missed wanted this wager with Manny, right? And I just got picked up for this shit. I told these niggas, right? If I lose, I told Miss and I told Manny's team this, right? I was like, if I lose, I'm not receiving money. If I win, I'm not receiving money. If I lose, I'm not paying money. I don't think I told Manny's team this, but I told these niggas this shit for sure. I was like, nigga, this shit not my wager. I'm pretty sure at the time niggas wasn't even paid yet. Like niggas didn't even get their check. So it's like whole time I'm not expecting to even lose, but if I lost, I was like, all right, I'm not gonna pay. That shit's not my wager. Then these niggas gonna get here in my DMs. I can't show you the DMs because I think I deleted. I don't know. I don't know this nigga's Discord by heart. This nigga acquainted, but this nigga acquainted gonna come in my DMs talking about something. You gonna scam these niggas? Whole time, right? These niggas put up. These niggas gave both of their teammates the money, right? I asked this nigga Manny, like I said, you want your money? He said, nah, brother, you good. You didn't even expect to fucking pay up money in the first place. That's how that shit went. But I wanna like I'm trying to find FS Underground, right? Somebody need to just send me an invite. But I remember last time I was in that shit, a nigga tried to tell me, or a nigga tried to say on me basically that I was supposed to pay these niggas and I didn't, and now I'm a scammer, right? And now folks is calling me like I hear that people are calling me scammers and shit. That's what FS Underground led everybody to believe, alright? And you trusted thugs. Nah, bro. I don't. Okay, here, I found it, right? Alright, I'm in here. Alright. What's up, loyalty? What's happening? Yo, none much, bro. None much. Let me pull this up again. Alright, so now we in the FS Underground, right? I want you to see what these niggas be saying about me to make it look like I'm somebody I'm not. So we just gonna type in loyalty. See what the fuck pop up. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. Look at this by the way. Look at this by the way. On my dick saying that I'm a cheater. I could also like if y'all want to, I'll after this shit, I'll explain this shit and I have to go. Cause this is another misunderstanding that people think I'm cheating and shit. And this nigga won't get off my like this is me not even in the server. Nigga sitting here talking about like him saying this shit was a bug. And it like you could clearly see that shit's a like I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. Talking about like, this nigga's my whole dick in this mouth, bro. All I see is loyalty coming from this nigga every day. Okay, here, look. This where it go, right? Loyalty deleted cards, scanned for $10 and scanned again in a wager, right? Now, mind you, I don't have a problem with this nigga saying. In fact, I have a pending friend request on this nigga. I think that's just been pending for a minute. I don't really care that much because it's Discord at the end of the day. But I don't have no problem with saying there's some animosity towards him there's some animosity from him towards me. That I don't know why it's there, but all right, deleted cards. I'll admit, I did do that shit. That was me being young and dumb. I apologize for that shit. Um, you know, I think Tay is good now, but for the most part, I'll admit that I did that. Scam for $10. Now, it wasn't no $10, but I'll admit it happened. I definitely did scam old buddy. Cause at the time, right, I forgot when this was. I think this was early 2025. But at this time, bro, I seen Mir as like, oh yeah, he ain't shit in the community. Like he's just a random Mir. Like at the time, the only Mir was really the other, like the PC Mir that always be wearing that little Mika tag. Like I was like, yeah, this nigga random. This nigga gonna expose my shit. Tell me I scammed for I think it was like $25 or some shit, right? And I was like, if he is, if I started seeing him around, right? And he started like not giving a fuck about me scamming him. I just started feeling bad. So, I gave this nigga, yeah, the hacker man. I gave this nigga his money back. So this right here is saying I did do this shit, but we ain't gonna never bring up the fact that I paid this nigga his money back. But then, like, all right, now he talking about I scammed in a wager. Now you see that these niggas saying here talking about I'm scamming folks that I don't even owe. I feel like, right, when did I ever say I was gonna pay these niggas? Because I feel like at the end of the day, and let me tell you something too, these niggas scammed me before. I'll be real with you. I remember like a while ago, like a long fucking time ago, when I was on Xbox at that. I beat this nigga guard in a wager. And it wasn't even a crazy wager, but it was a game that we put money up. It wasn't like the wager that we just had, but it's a wager that like there's money on the line. I can sit here and tell you 100% guard did not pay up that money. And you want to know why he didn't pay up that money? Because he thought I wasn't going to be anything in 3-on-3 community. So, and realistically, like he could get away with that shit now because of what FS Underground thinks of me. What the people of FS Underground think. But the people of FS Underground think is that I'm a scammer. So if I get scammed, it's just like, oh, scammer gets scammed. He deserved that shit though. Whole time I gave Buddy his money. I gave Buddy his money back. I didn't scam what's his name. And the only grimy shit I probably did was delete that nigga's cards. And that was a long ass fucking time ago, bro. Like we don't even like talking about that shit. But I'm not gonna sit here. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I ain't do some shit that I know I definitely did, bro. I scammed that nigga Mir. I sold Tay's cards. I don't like Tay don't want me to like Tay already got Ox Queen cards again. Especially with how easy it is for you to get cards. He was lucky that it was just Ox Queen because bro's whole account was gonna be gone. But Tay recovered on his own. Mir got his money back. And the wager, I was never even supposed to pay money. So let's just like that's all from this message that I could tell you. And I don't even know why like niggas be talking about me. Like, you know what? Like this is me not in a chat, mind you. I just joined this shit back. I see loyalty, scam this nigga. This wasn't even a message that I was trying to pull up to. This was a whole different message. There was another message from when I came back here that says that I scammed Big Three or some shit like that. Let me check. There was definitely another message though that said that shit. Yeah, these niggas be saying my name a lot when I'm not in the chat, bro. I might be a celebrity. I don't know where the fuck this shit is at. Has it been that long since I've been to FS Underground? That wasn't that long. It's just been that long since I searched my name up. Hey, when was that wager, by the way? When was that shit? That shit was on the 19th, so it was before the 19th. It was probably like right before the 19th that niggas started calling me a fucking scammer. Like, damn, nigga, look how much people say my name, though, nigga. Look, this shit ain't even a month. I'm still scrolling down. I want to say too on this shit right here, I didn't even upload as much. Like there was more wide open. It's like looking back at the whole like pod, bro. I was looking at that shit. I was like, yo, we missed way more than I thought we did. Now, is it even here? Or maybe I was tripping. Where is it at? I don't know, bro. I dead ass don't even think it's here, bro. I don't fucking know. I recently asked someone to search my name in that server too, and the results were wild. Mind you, I've never been in that server. Yeah, I'm already knowing, bro. And then I feel like one thing Acro don't realize too is that niggas do not fuck with him how they think. Like I've seen some that Rari sent, right? He said if you type in his name, or I think XG said one of them two said that shit, right? Okay, here we go. This was the screenshot. I said I told Rari and XG they could come back anytime. There ain't any hate coming out from me. But what I feel like he don't realize is that the hate don't have to come from him. The hate coming for him. If you get what I'm saying, like you think that these niggas fuck with you and shit, and they coming in and out your server. They don't like this shit. This is just like the public. This is just social media, right? Whatever these big three niggas tell you, anybody in the community is what everybody's gonna go by. So if they say Plez and Foxy is ass, but Plez and Foxy are beating S tier players, then yes, they're gonna still call Plez and Foxy ass because Big Three is calling Plez and Foxy ass. Now, realistically, they aren't ass players. They just aren't the best players. Like I've beaten them so many times. I don't. That's why I was like, wow, I lost that shit. But no, it is what it is. That's the past, right? They beat us, and that's like you know what I'm saying. That's on live video. Like you could go back to that video right now. They beat us in a wager or in a series, best of seven or first of four. And even still to this day, if let's say for example, Jazzy Boy Sandy said something or Face It 3-on-3, this is Manny, right? Let me see. Yeah, this is Manny, right? If one of them two niggas say that Foxy or Plez is still ass even after they beat it, like I wouldn't even be mad if somebody said Foxy is better than Loyalty right now because Foxy beat me in a series, right? I wouldn't even be mad. But at the same time, nobody's gonna say that shit because everybody's listening to what the people in FS Underground are saying. And that's all big three. It's just all a big jerk circle where these niggas just ride each other off and everybody follows. You know what I'm saying? They're still like I'm not gonna sit here and say they're like I don't fuck with everybody here, but I don't fuck with the dick riding. Like you see, this is Rari, right? Rari has I don't know how long the server's been out for, but Rari's name alone has 10,000 results on his name. You go to Loyalty. I have I almost have 4,000 on my name, and I did it like it's not all from me. I'm not gonna say all of it is just my name, but most of it is my name. Like, some people are actually using the word loyalty, but not everybody. All right. Real quick though, I want to show y'all what Acro is trying to lead everybody to believe that I'm hacking when I'm not. I want to show this before I get off the stream, and then, like I said, I gotta get ready. But all right, this is loyalty cheats video, right? This shit got 135 views for an unlisted video. So that shit getting passed around and shared by everybody. Now I want you to keep in mind, right? This is Chloe right here, right? When Chloe, I'm gonna show you actually because I still have 3-on-3 open, right? When you have the ball, I'm pretty sure when Chloe has the ball, or is it when she or look, while on offense, if Chloe doesn't have the ball, her allies' movement speed and ball pass stats are increased by 30, right? She has the ball. MB, you can see the buff, right? I want you to notice that. You can see the buff when she passes the ball to me. Go underneath MB's like icon, right? So you can see that it's there, but then when I pass the ball to him, I still have this buff. You can clearly see, right? No matter what, that this is a buff that increases your speed, and I for some reason have it on possessions where I'm not supposed to have it. Now this is an offensive possession buff, right? I want you to pre that while on offense. So on defense, I shouldn't even have this buff at all. Right? I shouldn't even have this buff at all. So if I'm on defense, right? I want you to pre this, right? Because this is really what happened, right? I'm on defense now. I still have this buff on under me. Like I still have it. I don't know why, but I still have this buff. So now I'm pretty sure I get here. This is where it is. I get an intercept, and then all of a sudden I start moving fast as fuck. Okay, and now I start moving fast as fuck, right? And in my head right here, I'm like, whoa, what the fuck is going on? I know I'm going against Mirror, so I'm thinking in my head, yo, this nigga's framing me, right? I'm thinking this nigga put hacks on my account to make it look like I was a cheater right before tournament to get me disqualified on some shit, but all the time it was just a bug. And I'm glad I was streaming because I didn't even know if I was gonna even be able to like defend myself in this situation. I sent this up to the devs. I told them to review my account. I'm not cheating. All that shit, right? I was like, what the fuck is going on? I'm fast as fuck right now, right? Everybody looking at this shit like I'm a hacker or some shit. I don't know. And look, I slowed right back down. I'm not like I'm thinking I'm gonna get the drag block of hell if this nigga put hacks on my account. I ain't getting no type of drag block. I got a regular ass block. And I realized, oh wait, I'm slower. Look how slow I'm walking. You see how slow I'm walking? Now you can see, right? I'm still walking slow as she's holding the ball. But her buff, yet again, right? On offense, when she doesn't have the fucking ball in her hand, your teammates are gonna speed up. Now you can see MB is moving normal, right? But if she loses the ball and she passes it to me, obviously, the buff pops up underneath him. But the buff has still stayed here below my feet the whole time. You can see like the buff is visible. It's still staying on me even though she has the ball. Now she passes the ball and I speed up again. You see that? Now look what happens when I pass the ball. Get your ass okay. All right, I got you. Look. Wait, hold on. Where was it again? I speed up. I pass the ball. I slow back down instantly. How can you tell me this is an accidental toggle with a straight face? Even if this is I want you to see like know something like right. Acro's point to this is that this is a glitch that nobody's ever seen before and nobody's ever replicated. And that I will say is true. I don't know how the fuck this is possible that this is a glitch that nobody's ever seen, but for some reason it happens to me. What the fuck? The passes are still bugged, by the way. I wish like Kevin, if you could send me like a clip or some shit, or you don't even have to send that clip to me. Like that ass, you can send that shit right in FS Underground and at Acro, and you will do me justice. If there's another clip, yeah, I don't know. I was listening to that shit too. I was like, what the fuck? But look, right, you could undeniably see that there's passive, there's buffs that I'm not supposed to have. There's every time she has the ball in her hand, I slow down, but then when she passes it to me, I'm speeding up. We didn't have enough time to test it out to see if like, all right, if MB has the ball, am I gonna speed up? Because then what you see as soon as he got the ball, he's just trying to fucking win, so he shoots the quick jumper, right? But like as you can see, I'm slow. I'm not fast. Like you know what I'm saying? I don't know how this shit really happened. I don't know why it happened to me, but you know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't make sense. Like it doesn't make sense at all. All right, look at this. I don't know, bro. That shit, like, look at that shit. I got speed back up. I pass it. I think, do I pass it back to her or do I just dribble it out? Yeah, I just dribble it out. But I like in my head, I'm like, this shit ain't never happened before. So, but undeniably speaking, right? Loyalty cheats is like what they want other people to believe, right? They want them to believe that loyalty is a cheater. He uses speed hacks. He accidentally toggled that shit whole time. And oh yeah, that was another one. I honestly want to get on that, but I don't have enough time, y'all. But I'll just sum it up real quick, right? Goku said I was cheating, and then he went in my video and said that I had full bars. I want you to like really think about that, right? Why would I post a video where I know my bars are visible and I'm using full bar cheat? Like what in what world am I using that? And then it's like on top of that, in that video, I'm missing like shots that I shouldn't miss. So how the fuck am I cheating, right?
Come on, let's go.
Why are you
Get
yelling?
your ass. Come on, man. You ain't dressed yet?
Nigga, watch out, bro. Why is you coming to my room screaming,
Man,
bro?
man, you ain't
You drunk?
dressed yet?
Hey, Sharif, you drunk?
When you told me to get drunk?
Yeah, bro,
How
cause
about
you
that?
sitting here,
When
you
you
sitting
told
here
me
coming
to
in
get
my room
no,
yelling,
no, no.
fam.
How about that? When you told me to get drunk?
Bro, my God, bro. Hold on, y'all, bro. Three, bro. What is you on? You waiting on me? What is you yelling for? Man, calm down. You just like, I'm sitting here, and I'm my uncle's over here this weekend, but this nigga drunk as fuck. But anyways, bro. Whoa, where was I at, bro? Nigga, oh yeah, that Goku shit, right? Nigga told me I had full bars on my video. Why would I post a video and then have full bars and then press post? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I gotta look back at the video and press post on that shit. And if I knew I was sitting here using for like, you know, like that's what, and at a point in time, everybody actually did think I was cheating. Like it was to a point where like everybody was texting me. Caspian thought I was cheating. It was like, oh, you not cheating, loyalty? Ha ha, he over here laughing and shit. But nigga, whole time, fam, it's just me being in the mid range. I'm like, all right. I had to look like I dead ass look back at my video. I dead ass look back at my video just to make cause I looked at the screenshot. I was like, whoa, am I cheating? Whole time I'm not cheating. It's just me being at the mid range and then stepping back to the three for a split second. He captures that split second of me having full bars. And then it's gonna be like, oh well, loyalty's a cheater, and everybody believed it for a second. Then, you know, obviously I had to come in there, I had to clear things up. I was like, all right, hey, I sent one video and I shut the fuck up, straight up. I sent one video of me going to the mid range, then going to the 3 point, and then the bar is going right back down in slow motion just so these niggas see that shit. And I mean, yeah, like that's just what happens. Like it's just what FS Underground makes it really, and that's just what it is. Like FS Underground is just the internet, bro. Like if somebody tells if the internet tells you Huncho is a shitty rapper, right? But you've been listening to Huncho for a long time, and you like, oh well, Huncho's a good rapper. Why is the internet telling you that Huncho's a bad rapper? Are you gonna listen to what the internet says, or are you gonna listen to what you know as like, all right, I know Huncho's a good rapper. Like some people, they gonna listen to the internet, and that's what's been happening. Huncho, people haven't been listening to Huncho a little more because the internet is saying he's shitty. The whole time, I be blasting that shit because I know Huncho's a good rapper. You feel me though? He said, I'm reading comments. I'm trying to get dressed. He said, that's why I live alone. Not gonna lie, yeah. Honestly, this nigga just he got a whole lot of problems, bro. Don't mind my uncle though, but nigga. What you call it? I'm finna end stream in like 2 minutes. Give me a second. Getting some shit. But yeah, bro. To sum it up though, FS Underground is just a server full of dick riders that make you believe what you want to believe, bro. And it's up to you whether you want to believe it or not. But I mean, some people have real proof and some people just be saying shit. That's all I can say. For the most part, I'm gonna be back later. I'll probably stream I'll probably stream a little later. I'm a log off though. Hey, I'm gonna catch y'all in I want to say 6 hours, but be ready, okay?